You ever stop and think about the words we use every single day? We're going to take one word, a really common one, and just pull it apart. You'll be amazed at how much is packed inside.
So, let's kick things off with a question. How many meanings can one simple word really have? You might think, I know this word, I use it all the time. But honestly, the answer is way more fascinating than you'd expect.
All right, the word we're diving into today is church. We're going to break down all its different definitions, starting with the one we all know best and then getting into the more, abstract stuff. When you hear the word church, this is probably the first thing that pops into your head, right? A physical building with a steeple, maybe some stained glass. It's what we call a countable noun. You can have one church, you can have two churches. It's the most solid, easy-to-picture definition. So an example like this is super straightforward. The church across the street? Yep, that's a specific place. You can point to it. Simple enough. But trust me, this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay, so now we're moving beyond just the bricks and mortar. It's time to dig into the bigger ideas that are wrapped up in this one little word.
And here's where we get a really important shift. In this sense, church is an uncountable noun. It's not about the building anymore. It's about the event itself, the service, the worship, the community of people all coming together. Think about it. When someone says this, they don't mean they'll show up after a building is finished for the day, right? Of course not. They mean after the service is over. It's about a period of time, not a physical location. See the difference? It's subtle, but it's huge.
And then, there's another layer. Church can also mean a specific denomination, like the Catholic Church or the Baptist Church. Or it can mean the whole idea of religious power as an institution.
Now this example, this shows you just how powerful this word can be. Here, church isn't a building, it's not even a service. It is the entire institution of organized religion as a force in society, separate from the government or the state. So, the real key that unlocks all these different meanings is this one little grammar point. It all comes down to whether you're using church as a countable noun or an uncountable one. And you can see it laid out really clearly here. On the one hand, as a countable noun, a church is a specific building, or one type of denomination out of many. But on the other hand, when it's uncountable, church becomes this huge, abstract idea. It's the entire community of believers, or the whole institution of religion. Which brings us right back to where we started. We've got church as a place, an event, a community, and a major political institution. So, after all that, would you call church a simple word? I think most of us would say, probably not. But here comes the twist. And honestly, this is the part of the story that I find so incredibly cool. That's right. Despite all of that complexity we just talked about, the word church is officially considered one of the most fundamental, most basic words in the entire English language. It's on a very, very short list. So, what's with this number, 850? Well, that's the total number of words in a special vocabulary called Basic English. It was designed to be this core set of words that you would need to communicate just about any idea clearly, anywhere in the world. So you might be asking, why would anyone even create a list like that? Just 850 words? What's the point? Well, the whole idea behind Basic English was to build this incredibly powerful core vocabulary. It gives learners a solid foundation to start from. It's a tool for clear communication across different cultures, and it lets you express some really complex thoughts with just a simple set of words. It totally proves that basic doesn't mean simple-minded. And that brings us full circle. The reason a word like church, with all its layers, makes it onto this essential list is because it's just so efficient. It's like a Swiss Army knife. It captures 4 huge human concepts all by itself: community, place, belief, and institution. It's an absolute powerhouse of meaning. So next time you come across one of those everyday words you think you know inside and out, maybe just pause for a second. Its simplicity might be hiding some pretty incredible depth. Makes you wonder, what simple word will you see differently now?